Hi Sam, my name is Monica Underwood and I'm currently a senior at Alabama's Tuscaloosa campus. I'm majoring in operations management and graduating in just a couple of weeks, so really excited about that. But I'm super excited to review your site. I'm going to go page by page and do a little bit of a critique on each one. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm first looking at your home page of your website, Sam. And from the very beginning, it's very clear to see what the site is about. You have this huge baseball picture right here, which obviously means that the site's going to be about baseball, specifically Alabama baseball, which is really cool. I love how it's called The Boys of Summer. To me, that's super intriguing. It makes me want to know more about what the other pages of the site have on them. So I think that that's super cool. Um, Also, I think it's really cool how you incorporated your faith into the very first page of your website. You talk about how you're blessed by God to be able to play baseball for as long as you have. And I know that it is bold to talk about your faith right from the get go. But as a fellow believer in Christ, I honestly find that super inspiring. I kind of wish that I would have incorporated my faith into my website, but you did a really good job with that. One thing about it is maybe consider centering the content. You have your navigation, or not your navigation, your copyright info down at the bottom, which looks really good, and it's centered. So I don't know, you could consider centering the picture, the Boys of Summer, maybe even the navigation pane. Also, to me, I think the navigation is laid out really well. It's super easy to find right at the top. I think that looks really good. You have a couple of grammatical errors I noticed in this paragraph. You don't need this comma right here in between baseball and then also you forgot an apostrophe and isn't and an it's right there. I'll point those out again, and isn't and an it's. But overall, I think that this page looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't really have anything major to say about it, but I get the feel of the website from this first page about Alabama baseball, and it's really clear that this is a topic that is really important to you. All right, now I'm going to move from the home page to the pitching page. It looks like your navigation links works really well. The first thing that I notice about this page is this picture quality is a little bit grainy, so maybe you could choose a different picture to increase the clarity. Also, when I was just looking at the website earlier and I was navigating through the pages, on the home page and the videos pages, the title is below the navigation pane, but on pitching and hitting, it's above. And personally, I think it looks better below, but that's just up to you if you intended to have it different or if you want to make it all standardized across. Totally up to you. But I think it's really cool that you're a pitcher, and that's what it says in there. And as you said, it's the most important part of baseball. But I like that you add the personal touch in there and talk about how you are a pitcher. I think that that's neat. Just as what I said with the homepage, with this page, maybe you could consider centering the content since your copyright is centered. But again, that's another preference up to you. You could add a light background color too if you wanted. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. Everything is fairly easy to read, and I like this page a lot. Good job. I'm going to move from the pitching page to the hitting page. I like how your first page is pitching, which you identify as the most important part of baseball, and then your second page is hitting, which you identify as the second most important part of baseball. Just your whole website is really making logical, sequential sense. So that's neat. Again, with this page, this picture quality is a little bit low, which takes away from what the point you're trying to say. And also, this is just a personal preference, but you might want to consider reformatting or adding another sentence so this word out right here isn't just hanging out by itself. But overall, yeah, your hitting page looks pretty good. You have your information and the navigation links work really well, so good job. So I checked the sound quality of these earlier. The sound works great. Everything looks great. I like how when you mouse over them, they move. I think that that adds some to this website page. Also, I don't really know much about baseball, but your pitching looks really good in this first video. It looks like you clearly know what you're doing, and it looks like you're pitching super fast. I thought that this video from the Florida Baseball Ranch was actually really funny, and it looks like really intense training, which has obviously paid off for you since now you're playing baseball here at the university. So good job with your videos. They work well. I like this page a lot. So overall, Sam, I really liked the content of your website. It was neat that you used something that you were really passionate about, and baseball is obviously something that you care about, and you could really see that through all of the pages of your website. You used consistent colors throughout, consistent formatting, and I think that overall it looked really good and that you did a really good job on this. So nice work.